Hi, this is Tendencias, and I am Carlos Marrero, reporting on the exciting world of fashion, beauty, and entertainment. Hi, everybody. Happy Pride weekend. Happy everything weekend. We need some happy, happy, happy everywhere. And I am so excited that you're joining us tonight. I have a very special guest. And before I introduce him, he's a beauty guru and a gorgeous man. And let's see who I'm showing in just a minute.
These are your summer essential products. You love these.
I love these products.
Okay.
They're my favorite. I like to first start off with Naturbase's Vitamin C Splash. This is my go-to. I take it to the beach. I take it to the pool. It's an all-over face and body spray.
Good to see you.
Thanks for having me.
It is National Winter Skin Relief Day. Did you know that?
Oh, really?
Yes.
That's awesome. Well,
So
I should know
perfect.
that, right?
So perfect timing that you're here. We're helping you bring a fresh face for the start of the new year. You have some fantastic products that you swear by that's going to improve our skin, right?
Totally.
Charlton in from Jeffrey Scott Apothecary to help us do that the right way, because that makeup, especially that theater makeup or that Halloween makeup, can do a number on your skin.
Yeah, a lot of drugstore makeup can be really thick. It's going to do the job, but it wreaks havoc on our skin, right?
Yes.
So in order to get a really good application, you're going to want to prep your skin.
Okay.
So well-hydrated skin, everything goes on, whether it's costume makeup or everyday makeup. So want to moisturize, make sure you use an eye cream very well, clean, dry skin, hydrated.
And that is my man, our beauty guru by day. He is so handsome, so talented, and we're gonna have a kiki together. His name is Charlton Alicea. But I'm gonna correct that in just a minute. Hi, Charlton.
Hi, how are you?
I'm so excited.
Me too.
What people don't know is the struggle of live television.
Exactly. It happens.
I am so excited that you're here at Tendencias. For our viewers, they don't know how I met you, and we're going to go through all of that. But you are a beauty expert by day. And I want you to tell me how you were attracted to the world of beauty and hair and all of that.
Okay, well, I started out in life being a dancer and being an artist and being always drawn to art, any kind of form of it, whether it was acting, singing. I had my fingers in it all, but as I got older, I really started to focus on my dance career. And that was the focus of my energy and artistic endeavors. And so I learned how to dance all styles of dance, and I settled on ballroom dancing. And as a ballroom dancer and having students, we would go to dance competitions, and I started doing their hair and their makeup to compete. And then other people saw my work and wanted me to do their hair and their makeup for competition. And so I was doing that as a side thing, as well as dancing. And then I met a gentleman by the name of Jeffrey Scott, who mentored me and advised me that I had a lot of great skills. And he saw potential, and I started a career in beauty, and I've never looked back.
Well, I know that wasn't he your partner for a while as well?
He was my partner for about 9 years.
Okay.
But he's one of my dearest friends. He's still welcome anytime when he walks through the doors. He stays with me and my husband when he comes to town. So it was a really great relationship, and he's more like a brother now than anything else.
It's really funny because we hardly know each other. I met you at the Mr. Continental pageant in Chicago when I was invited to go back last year. It was one of the highlights of my life. And you were a contestant. I fell in love with you. I never seen a Mr. Continental before. So to me, it was all new. I was always used to the Miss Continental. And I was like, wow, this is totally awesome. And I saw your talent. Then we became friends on Facebook. And I saw you doing all these beauty segments. And it's what I love to do. then we realized that we're both Gemini, so we have our finger on like everywhere. Like we can entertain ourselves. I cannot hear you.
4 of us in the room.
There.
Yeah. There'll be 4 of us in the room instead of 2.
Oh yeah, there's 4 of us, and we're a Mercury retrograde, so it's affecting both of us at the same time. So anything could happen in this show, people. Anything could happen, and we didn't have the time to rehearse because the computer shut off because Mercury is on retrograde. So you have to believe astrology. Okay. So I wanted to go deeper into the salon. You have a gorgeous salon in North Carolina, right?
Correct. Yes.
Can you tell me a little bit about your salon?
Yes. Well, the first, we've been here for 15 years. So September will be 15 years that we've been at this location. We've had multiple locations over the years, but, you know, recession and now COVID. And so we have just the one shop, but it is 360 degrees of beauty here. So we could do hair, we do lots of skin, we do lots of eyebrows, and we're really, really known for our makeup. So for the first 10 years, it was mostly just skin and face. And then almost 5 years ago, we decided to create the hair aspect of it. So now we're your one-stop beauty shop.
I love it. I love it. I can see all the gorgeous products behind you, and I want one of that one and that one and the red one over here. Yes. All right. So I'm going to get to know you, and I want my viewers to get to know you more. But let's have a little cooking. Let's play a little segment that is called the memes of the week. Are you ready? You haven't seen this, but
okay.
I got to put my eyes because I need a visual assistant. I know that a lot of people were in quarantine and they were not able to take care of themselves. I mean, they were not able to come see you. So this one is right up your alley. My beauty therapist said to wait for her, and so she did. And like that. I just thought that was perfect for you.
That's hilarious. And we've seen that. We've seen that.
So you've seen them come back and they look like Freddy Krueger.
Yeah, almost just like that. So it's kind of scary. So luckily they weren't going out anywhere because, girl, they should have picked up some tricks and ticks and called us and we would have fixed it. So.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So let's move into fashion quarantine. And I don't know how you feel, but I'm a single man. I was wearing my sweatpants, leaving my fantasy and eating my Doritos. And anyway, and when I'm coming out, this is me trying to remember how to dress up after quarantine is over. It kind of looks like the hair, don't you think? Yeah.
Right?
Yes. So anyway.
Well, I didn't do that during the quarantine. In fact, I was like, just had got married. And so I'm not ready for my husband to see me in that light quite yet. So I got pretty almost every day, or presentable at least. So no pajama hanging out during the day for me. That was for sure. So.
This is me like crying, squish, 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 squish.
Well, I do it. That made me feel better. In all honesty, not just for him, but for me to feel good and not feel stressed out. Like I needed to get up in the morning and take a shower and make my bed and like do my hair and like make myself feel good. If that was the only thing that brought me joy that day. So. It just put me in a better frame of mind to take on my day. And also too, it's like when you look in the mirror and you see yourself the way you like to see yourself most, that brings joy to you. So like, I didn't want to look at myself. That would have put me in a deeper depression, but I didn't get depressed, but a potential depression. Yeah. So
we just have to keep busy and excited and projects. And
exactly. Right. Yeah.
All right. So let's talk about a little fashion right here.
Okay.
Should have never have given me the $1,200 help, like, because he just created his own shoes. I don't know. I think these are like kind of like epic. They're like
Are
Crazy.
they for sale or did somebody buy those? Those are horrible.
I just feel horrible about the little fish. I mean,
I know
really.
exactly. How do you feed them?
No. I just can't handle. We have two more real quick. This is when you try a size too small and suddenly realize that there's no way out. The only reason why I show that is because when I do regular TV, I'm a man of age. I just turned 54, 53. I don't even know what I am. 1966. I don't care about age, but your body doesn't respond as much. So when you go on TV, you put on your Spanx, and that has been me trying to get out of Spanx. Yes, I said it.
No way. No way.
All right, so let's go
I'm
to
not
the last.
there yet.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know.
You've got some years on me.
Oh, I'm not giving up, but I'm saying like when you're on TV, you kind of want to slim it down even more.
Totally.
So the Spanx are a good friend. All right.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm wearing a black turtleneck today. Yes. Are you wearing, I don't know if you love Devil Wears Prada, but she's saying, are you wearing and then the new Marc Jacobs Louis Vuitton 2008 ready to wear black lace surgical max? Yes, I am. I just love Devil Wears Prada. I don't know about you.
I do too. I love that movie.
I am obsessed. This is a movie that I could see over and over and over again.
Totally.
All right, so Mr. Beauty by Day and Renaissance Man by Night, and we'll get there in just a minute. But let's keep talking about beauty, shall we? So we're gonna move to a segment called Beat the Heat. Top summer is that splurge or save, and you are giving me a sickening photo yet again. Looking gorgeous. Looking gorgeous.
Thank you.
So,
thank you.
Talk to me about this concept.
Okay, so you are. Everything I carry here at the shop, I'm a beauty lover and a beauty junkie through and through. And so I always come up with the little ideas and what's hot. So all of these products we're showing you are really hot on the market. They're both all trends for summer. So if you are looking to either be a little bit of extravagant, or if you are a girl, a gal on the budget, put your beauty dollars where they're best. We've got some products that I want to show you. And
wait, don't show them yet. I have the slides.
All
right. So
I'm taking control.
Yeah, we have 4 people here. Remember,
Gemini.
So let's start first with this product right here.
Oh, okay, great.
Talk to me about that.
Well, these are facial sprays. And so you have one facial spray in the orange, which is the C+ collagen by Dr. Dennis Gross. Dennis Gross makes an amazing skincare line. He was an oncologist. He was a dermatologist. He knows everything about skin and what's good for it to prevent cancer and whatnot. So this is a hydrating facial spray that you can carry anywhere. And what I do is carry these facial sprays with me when I go to the beach, to cool down, anytime you need some hydration, just to give yourself a little lift. But these are packed with all kind of vitamins and nutrients, collagen. Vitamin C is super important, especially when you're out there in the environment, because it's got tons of antioxidants. But if you are a gal on the budget, you need to use, which is just a great facial spray, Mario Badescu's. Mario Badescu, which was the other one beside it, makes a great facial spray. It's got aloe and herbs. Quite not as sophisticated, but it'll get the job done.
So I
want to know the prices. So the facial spray, the first one is $32, and from Mario Badescu, it's $11. So big difference there.
Oh, so okay. So one thing that I heard you say in one of the videos that I was researching was that you like to keep it in the fridge or in the freezer.
Yes.
In the fridge?
Fridge.
Okay.
Don't put it in the freezer because it will turn to ice.
Okay. So this is gonna pH your skin as well?
Well, it's going to hydrate, it's going to refresh, it's going to revitalize, it's going to wake it up. When it's really, really hot outside, you give yourself a burst of that spray, and it's just going to wake you up and revitalize your skin. So you can also put it in your cooler. So when you go to the beach, it's there with you. It doesn't matter how many times you spray your face in the day. You can't do too much.
Let me ask you something, and we didn't have time to rehearse because we had Mercury retrograde. But I actually have one of these rollers that you put on your freezer, and
yes,
yeah, we didn't rehearse. But what can you tell me about this these rollers that you like? It just wakes you up. It like, I don't know.
It's great. It's great for all stimulation. So when you create facial stimulation, like when you're in a facial, the blood flow goes to the skin, the blood feeds and helps with cell turnover. With that particular roller, you're also creating pressure that will help with collagen production and also lymphatic draining. So all the lymph system is all that system is underneath the skin. It's kind of like blood, like it's blood's counterpart, the opposite, like looking into the looking glass. So we use those rollers. It also helps to tone the skin, and it's exercising the skin as well. So and it's relaxing.
It's not a bad thing because before there were these cleansers that had the little brush, and then you could clean your face. And then another beauty guru that I love, her name is Nancy Reagan. Yes, that's her name. She told me that product, if you don't keep it mega clean, it's not the best thing because, am I going the right way here?
Yeah, well, you know what, that Clarisonic, the big thing with that is the misuse of that brush.
Right.
So when you have a facial brush that's electronic and you use it in the shower, most people hold the brush against their skin and use the brush as the exfoliation. And it really is a cleansing tool, not an exfoliation tool. You're supposed to, if you held one of those brushes underwater, it would look like jets, like jet water coming out of the water. So what you want to do, with the sonic technology, it flushes the dirt out of your pores and off of your skin. So if it's too close, you're not getting the effects and the benefits of that device. So by keeping a little bit, just gliding and let the weight of that machine glide across your skin, it's flushing your pores. It is not an exfoliant. So many people think they've got to scrub with that and really get in there really, really good. And it's kind of like it's not doing its function.
Honey, I look like I was beaten up by my husband. It was a hot mess.
You had scratches. You got back out of the alley earlier. What happened to you, girl?
Yeah, no. All right, so let's move to the next product. And the next product is...
Oh, my goodness. These are two of my favorite products. And this is kind of one of my favorite type of products. You have Natura Bissé Sheer Cream on one side, and then you have the Resilience in Golden on the right side from Kula. So Sheer Cream is a beautiful cream. It's a moisturizer, a tinted moisturizer, and a protection all wrapped up into one product. This is your moisturizer. You won't have to use any other product, maybe a little powder. It has blue light protection, environmental protection, but it has a big price point to it. It's $225.
Yeah.
So use it sparingly. Now with Kula's tinted moisturizer, it is very hydrating. It can't be used alone, but it gives you the same luminosity. Both of these have these illuminizers that are skin perfectors that make your skin look radiant. Both of them, you will get compliments all day long. What have you done? Have you been resting? They're great. Kula has a little bit of extra benefit because it has a SPF of 30. So, and it doesn't feel like any type of sunscreen. So you've got a big price difference with that one. And let's see in my little notes where is it?
I love that it's a BB cream and it has a little tinted moisture. Like, I just love that.
It's like $53.
How much?
53.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Versus 225.
Yeah, we can handle that. And
we can handle that, right?
Yeah. Speaking of money, we have to take a little mini break, like 30-second break, because we have to have a word from our sponsors, okay?
Okay.
Here we go. So here we are. We're back.
We're back.
By the way, do you have a cocktail?
I do have a cocktail.
Is it a beauty cocktail?
It is a beauty cocktail. It has my lotions and potions. But if I tell you what's in it, I have to kill you.
Oh, you're one of those. Yeah, very Disney. Very Disney. All right, so we're going to move to another section. Let me see if I can find this slides. Okay, so we are moving to fashion news of the week. And we're going to cover a lot of different things. We're going to start over here with Fashion Week. Paris Fashion Week will return with an IRL shows in this September. And the ready-to-wear shows will resume in Paris on September, likely with much smaller crowds, face masks, lots of fashionable hand sanitizer, temperature checks, and socially distanced seating. What do we think about Paris Fashion Week?
Well, I think it's if they use protocols to keep the safety of those that want to attend, go for it. I also think that a lot of people won't travel abroad and editors won't come to review it. So they're adding a digital component to it all, so that way they can see it. But, you know, real fashion, you want to see it live. There's an essence, there's an energy, it's a show. I think if you can manage to do a little bit of both, you've progressed and you've managed to navigate this new kind of way that we have to come up with things. You know, to say not to have Paris Fashion Week just because of COVID would be throwing in the towel. But if we can facilitate a way for everybody to be safe and it's a win-win, I think they should broadcast it on network television. And so let everybody, not just the insiders, know what's coming out next seasons.
Well, I always get invited to all of them and I have to cancel. But just kidding, but but I do watch them. I watch them on YouTube all the time. It's my entertainment. Some people like football. Yeah, some people like football. I like fashion shows, you know?
Right.
And speaking of fashion, sorry, I missed that.
They should do it on pay-per-view.
Pay-per-view. Hello, I'll do it. I'll do it. All right. Well, actually, this news you actually sent to me, and that was this morning. So this is breaking news from the New York Times, and this is not the end of fashion. History and human nature prove we will dress up again. Thank you, Jesus. What that looks like is the real question. And then I want to read a little bit of it. And I'm going to keep the slide up, Charlton, because I don't want to be reading in front. But is it a truth that it may be hard to imagine in a world that is devastated in illness and economic insecurity, driven by racism and unrest, that we might still get dressed again? I love this piece in the New York Times, which was not short. It was actually kind of like an essay. I went to the Art Institute where I took like the history of fashion in classes, and I felt very educated by reading this piece. And I'm going to put a link of this piece. So thank you so much for sharing this. But it talks about coming out of the darkness and having to innovate in such a different way. I'm going to put the slide up again because in all times, at one point, it was like the bamboo handbag, and then it was the new look, and then it was the Renaissance emerged after, you know, all the lavish after the World War I and the flu of 1918, the lavish embellishment and physical liberation of the flapper era, which is on the right, and the Harlem, and then you can think of Dior, which is my favorite era. I always say that I was born in the wrong era of 1947, which with acres of skirts and tiny little waist serve as a direct response to the World War II and the Depression. What do you feel? How do you feel that you were able to read the piece? And tell me a little bit about what your thoughts are about this.
I will. Well, I think that people are going to want to express themselves. I think that fashion is going to want to express themselves in a way that we've never seen it before. I know people that are musicians, they're singers, they're actors. I see people coming out of retirement, coming out because they have something to continue to give. When we're oppressed by some outside forces, whether it's maybe some political tyranny or a social climate or pandemic, as artists, it is our instinct to go and create. It brings out something innate in us, and that's how we know how to either give back or fight back. So you're going to see things that are going to be an explosive, on the runways and in the stores, and these designers are going to give us a look of things we've probably really not seen before. It's not going to be a recycle of something maybe old, but you're going to see something that's fresh. And I think color is going to be splashed in prints, like what your prints, they're going to be in such vogue. Even my husband, he's a former designer, but I shouldn't say former. He's been in hiatus.
But he's coming back too.
He's coming back too, and he
like Diana Ross.
Yeah, exactly. He's got so much more to give, and I just love watching him go through the whole process. So stay tuned to that.
You know what? The one thing that I love about this piece is that I was actually on the darker side of how fashion was gonna come back. But then reading the history and all of the details about what has happened in history, it gave me hope. I always say
right.
I never thought I was going to be designing masks. I never thought I was going to be doing this show by myself without the help of Avesa and Flavio and all of the people doing it. But the necessity is the mother of skill, and that's what is happening now. So,
and I think that after like 9/11, fashion kind of went obscure just a little bit. A lot of the lesser designers kind of fell off, the map, and you had the black became super in vogue. Armani and Gucci, they kind of did everything in black, so we were in a sense of mourning. But that was a lot of death, and that was a tragedy. When we don't have COVID around us, and we don't have to navigate through the pandemic. Everybody's going to celebrate. It's not going to be morning time. It's going to be a celebration.
We're going to be celebrating, and we're going to be gay. And speaking of
that's right.
Happy Pride weekend!
Happy Pride. Speaking of celebrating, happy Pride!
Yes. All right. So the last news is it's part of Pride, and it is actually a black trans model, Jerry Jones. She's on the front Calvin Klein's Pride campaign, and she is just a gorgeous lady. Out of she's trans, she's black, she's not the little thin model, and she was literally a Calvin Klein in New York City billboard, and I am living for all of this right now. I mean,
I am too.
I don't even know. I don't even know what to say, because to me this was like happy on top of happy, darkness, and then here we go, like boom, Calvin Klein brings it again.
Well, I hope it's going to be something that isn't a fad, and that some of these bigger designers aren't jumping on the bandwagon of what the social climate is, so, and that they're not exploiting anyone through the process, but they authentically stand behind it. It's something new for them, and I applaud them for being brave to be able to do this campaign and be in the forefront. And all of these companies, you walk through the mall or even go to a Starbucks and you see rainbows everywhere during this month, and so you didn't see that 10 years ago.
And I love that you pointed that out because sometimes it feels a little not so
Authentic.
exactly. Thank you,
Yeah.
Jesus. Yeah. So the one thing about Calvin is that besides being gay, which we don't know that, right? Last year, like his girl was one of the girls from Post. I don't remember her
Right.
name, but she was.
In India.
Yeah,
Moore.
that was her. India Moore. Yes, that was her. And this year it's a transgender again. And yeah, and India Moore still looked very girly, very model. But then he pushed it even more with a not body shaming, gorgeous, beautiful girl here. And I'm living for it.
Well, he definitely highlighted, and when you sent me that article, I did a little back story, try to find Jari Jones's backstory, and she's really accomplished individual and doing a lot of great things. So the fact that they're highlighting her, not just for her activism or her being trans, it's just her talent as well. So good for Calvin.
Yeah, there were 8 other models, Brazilian drag queens, transgender YouTube personalities, pop artists, and somebody from 13 Reasons Why, which I still haven't seen, who's also gay. And the series of pictures and videos were shot by an American photographer. So he's doing pretty good.
Go Calvin!
Yes! One of the things that I love about Pride and the people that don't like us so much is this. If God hates gays, why are we so cute? Sometimes you just have to have a little fun because we've been through a lot.
Totally. Well, you know what? That's kind of a thing, right? I mean, I hate to admit it, but like, maybe it's genetics. Who knows?
Yeah, exactly. Well, sometimes we just take better care of ourselves, you know?
Right.
This is something that you told me also, and this is something that is very up my alley because number one, I'm all about models and models from the old era, and we have covered the whole Vogue challenge here, and Iman was. This is actually. Let me just put it up. So Iman shows support for Vogue Arabian's stay-at-home campaigns. And this is actually a picture, and I know you know this, but let's just tell our viewers. But this cover was already shot, and they actually photoshopped the mask on top of it. And Iman actually is supporting the Vogue Arabia stay-at-home campaign. And I am gagging for all of this beauty. Her neck is like a giraffe. She is the hat. Oh my God, she's like.
She's everything.
Realness.
Exactly. She's gorgeous. I love it. I love the fact they did it. I don't know if it's easier for them in their culture to really do that because they kind of cover their face anyways. It's part of what they do culturally. I think it's great that she's showing support, that they're putting a message out there. I'd like to see that in American Vogue. I would like to see that done more here in this country. I think it's super important. And it's something that we shouldn't take lightly. So I applaud them for being smart to do that.
I just think that Iman has always been so open and so like in your face about like fighting for everybody. And I just
totally. Yeah, she's an inspiration, and they couldn't pick a better person for that.
I love her. We're getting a lot of comments here, Mister. So we are going to, by the way, so we covered the Vogue covers, and I did a little research, and you have a cover or two because you don't stay behind. Right here we have Mr. Charlton looking all fly. Like he just looks sickening. Look at that jawline. Hello. Tell me who designed this cover for you, or did you do it? Or
this cover was designed by Tios. He is a photographer. He's amazing. I've done many shoots of him. If you see my Instagram, Charlton Alicea, you'll see many photos that Tios has done and produced. He's a great photographer. He just knows how to really get a great shot. So I really thank him for doing that. So he did a wonderful.
So I have a Vogue cover, and I will not show it because I've shown it for 2 shows. But instead of having one Vogue cover, you decided to have two Vogue covers. And that's how I say, like, work it, bring it, sickening. Tell me about this photo and what's behind this, because this is just gorgeousness, 100,000%.
Oh, thank you. And that's also a photo by Tio's, but it was edited by Tommy Feldman here in Charlotte, North Carolina, who's a very good friend and graphic artist. I wanted to show two different dichotomies of myself. One that is a little bit more masculine and one that has a little bit more of that feminine energy. And so I think we all have that, and that's really apropos for Pride and really apropos for the climate that we're in. It's not about labels, it's just about being who you are. And so that's kind of what I wanted to represent with two different ones.
You know, one of the things that I don't see, believe it or not, is maybe I'm biased, but I don't see feminine when I see the flowers. That was good, but like I don't see that at all. And it's very masculine, but I just love the push and pull of that picture. It's just sick.
Well, and instead of maybe masculine and feminine too, there's maybe a stronger side, a more vulnerable side, I should say. So I don't know. I really like the flowers in the hair, and I wish I could wear more.
Exactly. Well, I discovered just this week that you're part Puerto Rican as well, right?
Yes.
Okay.
From San Sebastian, but I was born here in Charlotte, but I am first generation here. So.
Okay. Is it your father that is Puerto Rican, or your mother, or both?
Both of them. Both of them. They grew up.
Oh, so you're a real Rican.
You're real Rican, honey.
Well, honey, and I've been trying, when I introduced you, I wanted to say Alicea.
Yeah, it's how you say it.
The way you say it. And everywhere I hear people calling you Alicea, and I was like, no, it's Alicea, bitch.
Right, it is Alicea. Growing up in the South, the only Puerto Rican kid in his hometown, in the whole city, and in his own school. So it was very small. I grew up on a dirt road, very country upbringing, but I loved every minute of it. And I never felt like an outsider, but I picked up a Southern accent, and Alicea turned into Alicia. So it's been a while a process to try to get people to say something different, but I think it's too late by now. And now I have a new last name anyway, so it's great.
Yeah. Speaking of that, you just led me right into it. This is without rehearsals. We were talking about Pride. We were talking about. I also, for the viewers that don't know, I also have a brother that is gay, and he's been married for I don't even know how many years. They've been together for 32 years. They have 2 kids. They're both in universities. They just moved to North Carolina. So I'm very excited and happy for them. I'm just not married, but anyway.
Well, I have somebody for you if you're looking.
Oh, really? Are you gonna play Millionaire Matchmaker or something?
Exactly.
I don't know.
That's the next show.
We'll do it. So you got married right before the pandemic.
I did. We got married right before the pandemic, February 22nd, here in Charlotte, North Carolina. And we had a lot of out-of-town guests. We had people come from California. We had a lot of people come from New York. And the people that came from a certain part of New York, up the upper part of Long Island, that's where it was hit hard right after they got back home. So had it been a little later, Lord knows what would have happened. So we just got it in the nick of time.
Well, we have some highlights from your wedding, and I want to play them real quick. So let's just watch that. Okay?
No other you, no other me, no other us, babe. One of a kind, and I won't let it slip away. I can see you in my head, I can see you in my bed. I can see you doing all those things we used to do instead. All the fights at 2 a.m. when you knew I was your man. The only thing I'm thinking about, I really got.
And now to announce your husband and husband.
I can see you in my head. I can see you in my bed. I can see you doing all those things we used to do instead. Well, about to 2 a.m. when you knew I was your man. The only thing I'm thinking about.
Oh my God. A simple little wedding, just something.
Just a little bit of fun.
Talk to me about this thing.
It was a great wedding. You know, one thing that I want to share, there was a lot of glitz and glamour, but the most important thing, there was a lot of love. And we had people from all different parts of the community. We had straight people, young people, old people, gay, we had transgender, we had drag queens, we had black, white, Asian, you named it. It's a melting pot. We even had our doggies come in and be a part of it. So it was just one energy for everybody. And that's the comments that we talked to our guests afterwards. They were like, with the energy and the love and the diversity, I just felt so a part of something big, and that was a blessing.
Well, it looked very much like a melting pot of different cultures or different backgrounds. And it's North Carolina, for God's sake. It's not, it's not New York City, okay? So
I'm trying to be a pioneer.
Yes, I loved it. I loved it. It's too bad I didn't know you more before, so I could have gone to the wedding.
Well, our wedding is on February 22nd. It was 2020. So it read 02/22/20. It's a palindrome.
Oh
so
my God.
Our 2-year anniversary, which will be on 2/22/22. So we are going to have a big party because COVID's going to be done and over with. So you thought the wedding was going to be big. This is even going to be bigger. It's going to be a celebration, and all our guests that came are going to be invited, plus all of our new friends. So I'm
plus
so
a new
excited.
one, right?
Okay.
You know what, Charlton, I forgot when we were talking about magazines, I worked as a product, just like what you do, but except for different types of products. But I worked for Avesa magazine as their product editor, and I just wanted to plug in avesamag.com, which the newest June issue is out with 3 beautiful covers. It's called The Paradox, and I encourage you to sign into avesamag.com. I might have to interview you for this magazine later. Okay?
Okay.
All right, so let's move into something a little bit more like the other twin, because I'm sure that people say, oh, Gemini, 2 faces. I don't know how you feel about this because we didn't get to talk about this, but in my case, it feels like I am very quiet, and then I'm very outgoing. I am very creative, and then I'm very zen. And then from my point of view, I see you as the beauty guru and like Mr. Business, and then I see at night this.
Yes, it's very true.
Yeah, can you talk to me about your business, your other twin?
Okay, so the one that's not beauty, the one that is the artist.
Wait. Before you talk, let me show something, okay? Something real quick.
Good evening, Chicago. My name is Charlton Alicea. I am from Charlotte, North Carolina, representing Angel City Continental.
Don't worry,
Okay,
I have more. I had to cut them shorter, but I have something else. But when I saw this suit before you go there, and I was editing today, I was like, oh my God, masks. I was thinking this
Right?
fabric is everything to me. Talk
I
to me
love
about
that fabric.
talk to me about
I love that
Charlton.
fabric.
This
Go
Charlton
ahead.
and Continental.
Well, you know what? Pageantry, male pageantry. What we saw, it's different divisions. You've got swimwear, you've got interview that people don't see on stage. You have an on-stage question, and you have formal wear, and you have talent. So all of these things, you've been working really, really hard. I love to compete. I've got a competitive drive in me, and I've been, an artist my whole life and a performer. And I thought, this is right up my alley, and I'm just going to go for it. So I love what pageantry does for people, because when you give yourself a goal to work toward, you're making yourself a better person through the process. And it's so important to be goal-oriented. My whole life, I've been goal-oriented. And when I see something, I just go straight after it. So, yeah, and you have to believe in yourself. So that's that part of me.
I do believe that whenever you prepare for that, it applies to your business, it applies to your romantic life, it applies to being disciplined and all of that. There is a part of it that is very show boy. I don't want to say showgirl because it's not the right word, but in the old days, we would say showgirl. But
Yeah,
I just love the fact that you have this facet of you. Let's see a little bit more.
Okay.
What? I mean, this number, and I saw it live, it was beyond, because it kept building and building. You started by yourself, then another woman came in, and then another one, and the chairs, and it was just like Chicago.
Thank you. That was so much fun putting it together. It was such a challenge to find the right mix. I had a mixologist. We did take after take. It was altered up until it took 6 months to get the music right. The choreographer, who is from Chicago as well, he gave his input. So everybody giving you input. The costuming, the stoning. My good friends, he does ballroom dancing. He's a ballroom dance designer. He stoned everything for us. It was just a collaboration and really fast. You have to troubleshoot what the possible mistakes that you can make, and you have to eliminate those. So when you're thinking about that in every category, like talent or all the other categories in pageantry, troubleshooting problems is a big thing, and for forecasting, because you have all the points to begin with. It's just what you do on that stage, whether or not they take them away. So I didn't see your score, so I don't know if you took mine away, right?
Right. Absolutely. And I was a judge for the Miss, and it was a whole other story, and it was just it's intense. It's intense. I love it, and I get scared by it at the same time.
It's fun to watch, and you did a great job judging. You were the only one smiling. Occasionally, I think you were so happy you didn't know you were supposed to stoic face, but you did great, and you made.
You can read me. I was happy.
You were happy, and you know what? There's nothing wrong with that. I think that we're all people too. Yeah, it made me feel more comfortable on stage. As a matter of fact,
I love it. All right, so before we go to our next more products, we have 2 more products before we close for the night, but we have another word from our sponsors, the Marrero Collection masks. This sponsor pays a lot of money to have us here live, and I just have to show these videos. Otherwise, how was your mask game, by the way?
Oh, I love. And then I'm wearing this one today.
Oh, who designed that?
You did, Carlos.
Yeah, it's very Hermes inspired.
It's very Hermes. I love this one, and it just makes me happy. The thing about it is, you can wear a mask anytime, anywhere, but why not wear a mask that brings a smile to your face? It's the simple joys. Like I pulled this shirt out. I love this shirt. It's about 20 years old. It's a vintage Cavalli, and so I just love it. I've never thrown it away, and it's bright and it's cheery, and the back looks amazing, but you can't see the back. But anything to bring a smile to your face. I encourage women to like pop on a bright lipstick or like wear a bright colored dress. It's just, we need it right now.
Why not
and
make
you're giving that to us through masks?
Why not make the best out of a horrible situation? Because I don't care how you paint it, it's a horrible situation.
Totally.
So let's move to beauty products, shall we?
Okay.
Can we talk about hair?
Yes. Okay, so
talk to me about these products.
The Forever Shine Mega Bounce from Philip B. It's beautiful. The smell of these products are intoxicating, and it's good for all hair types. It leaves this luminosity in your hair because it has like micronized bits of gold in there, but they pack a pretty big punch. It's 80, 85, and 95 for the shampoo and the conditioner each. And then you have Kenra. Kenra makes a wonderful luxe shampoo and conditioner, but it's only $19 a bottle. So it has similar characteristics and properties, wonderful smell. I love it because it makes you feel super soft. So you can't go wrong really either way.
Well, I didn't know about the whole Kenra products, but because the other ones I cannot do. But I think I'm gonna try those. I think I'm gonna go for that.
They're great. We sell a lot of Kenra because it's a good quality product that doesn't pack a big price, and so it delivers. And they have so many products available. They have something for everyone.
So we go from hair. Now we're gonna go down to lips, which is my favorite thing because lip gloss are everything. Talk to me about the Kevin Kwan and the whole Beauty for Real lip glosses.
So I love these lip glosses. We open this is the first one's from Kevin Kwan, and Kevin Kwan is a wonderful beauty line. I love this. They launched these, I think, last year. They are the lip glass collection, and so they have for cheeks. This is for the lips. It's beautiful. It has a great sheen without looking glittery. The texture stays on. The Beauty for Real is probably one of our #1 selling products in the store. It has a light at the end of it. It is paraben free. It is infused with the mint to freshen your lips, and the colors are great. And on the reverse side, it has a mirror. The mirror with the light, you can take it anywhere. You can take it to the restaurant, to the club. You can see where you're going, into the bathroom. I love these products. And the big trend right now in summer is that bronze lip, a shimmer lip, a shimmer eye. So why not try it out?
Well, I mean, I love the whole fact that it has a mirror because sometimes these girls can get a little messy at the bar, and they need that mirror in there.
You need that mirror, honey. The Kevin Kwan is $27, and the Beauty for Real is only $18. So that's a big difference.
Hold on one second, because I hear somebody coming in.
Hey, Carlos and Charlton. So I heard you guys are having a Kiki without me, and I'm a little bit hurt. But first of all, do you guys like my makeup? I know it's Pride Month, so I dedicated my whole look to my favorite people in the gay community. And since you guys are talking about glosses, I had to come in and say a little something about the glosses. I just dropped my Lisa Lips collection a few days ago, and would you rather have this for $27 or a gloss and a liner for $24. I think that's a no-brainer. These are my new lip products, and I'm wearing this combination right now. It's called Barcelona. Anyways, I'll let you guys get to it. And Carlos, please invite me back on your show ASAP because I miss you. All right, bye.
So that's my daughter, Lisa Opie.
Oh my gosh, she's so cute.
Isn't she lovely? She is
great. Now, does she have her own line?
She does. She has Lisa's lashes. Let me just show you a little bit here.
Okay.
Yeah, literally this week, and we were talking about lip glosses, and she was like, "What? You're talking about lip glosses?" She's always been nothing but she's my daughter. Like you guys in the drag, you know, you have your houses.
Yes, exactly.
I don't have that, but she's my baby, and I she get this. She's like she calls herself a drag queen, even though I don't even know if I'm insulting anybody. But she sells wigs in her page in ladycode.com. It's just amazing. She's very, very sweet, and
she looks adorable.
Yeah.
But, you know, little known fact, there are cisgender women that are drag queens. So it's okay. You can be a drag queen, whether you're a straight man, a gay man, a lesbian, whatever. You could be a drag queen if you want. Drag's in all of us.
Yes, there's just a little drag queen in all of us.
Just a little bit.
With that, I just want to thank you so much for being in Tendencias with me today. I had a lot of fun. I was stressed the heck out before we started because I was like, oh my God, we didn't rehearse. The whole thing was not working. So for those people that see the TV, and this is something funny, Charlton, I see on MSNBC or whatever channels you're watching, when you're having a mess up and you just you start gagging. You're like, oh no. And then I was like, oh my God, I'm on my 4th show. Nothing has ever happened. And then today, this happened. So I want to thank you for those for our viewers. How do we follow you on Instagram? And if you have any other social media?
Yes, on Instagram, follow Tap Beauty. And if you like to follow me personally, you can follow Charlton Alicea Tap. So Tap Beauty, Instagram, you'll see what we're doing. We've got a lot of fun and exciting things happening because our creative juices are flowing during COVID. So can't wait to share with all of you guys. So follow us.
Before we go, I want to say I love you and I cannot wait to have you again so we can talk about other products and have more kiki.
Yes.
All right?
Yes. And we can talk a little bit more about like what goes on behind closed doors.
Oh, okay. Until then, my name is Carlos Marrero. This is Charlton Alicea, and I say it right. And you are watching Tendencias.